Here's a thought. Did anybody see that video that David Icke posted of the interview with that woman? I had to listen to that interview twice. It was a wild ride. And there were some things in it, some notes that I have from watching it. She said that shapeshifters, reptilians, cannot hold their human form if they smell blood. So I thought, why don't we start going around with fresh blood? Like I'll cut my own hand around them. I'll really make it rain. No. That instead of an assassin, instead of doing anything crazy, that's like the best, mostly pretty much non-violent plan that you could do around a reptilian is make yourself bleed so that they smell your fresh blood, and then the whole world sees them change forms. Why don't people do that more often? Or why haven't we seen that as a solution to this? I mean, maybe it doesn't have to be fresh blood, and you could just bring it from home in a little mason jar or two. It's a lot of blood, though. Oh, dear. Might want to get a team in on this. Don't do this yourself. Bring a mason jar of blood around a shape-shifting reptilian, some public appearance in some way, where there are cameras, high-definition cameras on them, which there usually are, and splash around some of your blood so that they get a whiff, and then the whole world sees what they really are, and you can't argue with that. Do this responsibly. Anyway, so has anybody actually tried drinking their own pee? What is it called? Where you cycle, they have terms for it. I've seen it in the comments. Where you drink your pee, and then you pee that out, and then you drink that. It might just be called cycling, but isn't that like a steroids thing? I wouldn't drink your own pee if you're on steroids. Definitely don't be mixing extracurricular activities like that. But a personal trait of mine is that I think everything is a psyop. Everything. It's all just fake and made up in some way. Especially if there's some big mainstream thing that's going around. I assume everything suspicious that I see on Instagram is just CIA planted. And one of those being drinking your own pee, urine therapy. Rubbing it on your face and then drinking it and filling a kiddie pool or a bathtub with it. Plug up your bathtub right next to your toilet, turn 90 degrees, fill that up. That's basically what they're saying, right? I mean, maybe, I still haven't tried it. I just can't trust people on the internet saying there's stem cells, it is an elixir for your own body. So I was thinking about that, the potential health benefits, the rumored potential health benefits of drinking your own urine, and watching this interview with David Icke and this woman, this survivor, and they were talking about drinking blood and the ways that certain dark beings do it. They're addicted to it when it's done a certain way. How do you say this? Can you just make yourself scared and full of adrenaline and drink your own blood and cycle that out and then feel the effects instead of taking somebody else's terrified, worked up blood, which I think that's kind of rude, honestly, without consent especially. So I say, what if you can drink your own adrenochrome? Produce your own supply, just like drinking your own urine. Why are people taking other people's blood? It's kind of the same as taking their urine, which aren't they doing that? If you're eating someone, I bet they are drinking the urine too, like pee in this cup, chasing the adrenaline blood with urine. They're like clear or yellow. It's not funny. It's just a description. Yeah, so get shape-shifting reptilians to show their true form by making them smell blood in public. Surprise them, spring it on them, not pour it on them, but somehow just get that smell of. If I was a menstruating woman, it's something I didn't think I'd say today or ever, but if I experienced that, I would try to plan to be around a shape-shifting weirdo while I was bleeding. That was hard to say. And also then make your own adrenochrome at home. Home brew. Stop taking it from other people. The other night was a new moon eclipse, and I watched The Dark Crystal for the first time. Beautiful masterpiece of a film. Oh my goodness. And so relevant to our times today with the Skeksis and the Gelflings, and how the Skeksis steal the Gelflings' life essence and then make them slaves. And they feed off that. They need that to live. They're addicted to it. The essence drips out of them and drains in a liquid that they drink. And that was just so relevant. Oh my goodness. The Great Conjunction is upon us. Prophecies are being fulfilled. We have a very, very important role to play in that. I feel really lucky to be in a body at this time in history. I mean, buckle up, baby.